And now to another story in Africa. We're following Ethiopia is hitting back at the U.S. over security warnings. An official says Washington issuing an alert on potential terrorist attacks could damage ties. CGTN's Giram Chala is joining us from Addis Ababa with the latest. Giram, there were protests at UK and US embassies on Thursday demanding the country support the Ethiopian government. So, first of all, help us understand the outrage.
So people in the thousands went in front of the U.S. Embassy. Their demand is for what they call the U.S. government's fake news and fabrication of information and disseminating it across its official platforms, including the embassy's websites and also social media platforms. As you've said earlier, one of the information distributed and widely seen by residents of Addis Ababa and people across the world is a potential terrorist attack, which many people, including officials, are saying that is baseless and also is really something that is damaging the country's security situation at the same time. The government has called on the U.S. Embassy to stop fabricating news. People have been there in front of the embassy demanding the United States to stop playing what they call a damaging role in the security and conflict situation of Ethiopia and rather play a constructive role. People also are blaming the U.S., by the way, of perhaps meddling in the internal affair of the country by supporting the TPLF force and not playing fair. On the other hand, embassies like Russian embassy have been posting information quite contrary to what the U.S. is saying, and they said Ethiopia, especially particularly Addis Ababa city, is safe for residents. And they said Russia has no plan of evacuating any of its citizens as security is not compromised. So this is the grievance of the people, by the way.
Right, and about the situation on the ground there in Ethiopia, Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed has been fighting on the front lines for 3 days already. Then what's changed since he joined up with the federal forces?
Well, what we hear from the north is war has intensified. The Ethiopian National Defense Force is saying that they are pushing back TPLF force, and also, you know, in Amhara and Afar regional state, we are hearing that the ENDF, alongside the special force from the Amhara regional state, the Afar regional state, and also people in their thousands are joining the war in order to defeat TPLF. TPLF force, on the other hand, are also saying that the mission of advancing to the capital Addis Ababa is still intact, and they are planning to complete the job in the next few days or weeks. So far, Addis Ababa is a secured city, despite the fact that there is a state of emergency. Everything in the country seems normal, except that in the northern part of it, as I was saying earlier, war has intensified. Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed is there last 3 days, and now it's the 4th day. Other officials, by the way, are alongside him, and people are also being enlisted to be part of the Ethiopian National Defense Force in their thousands and hundreds of thousands. And war has no sign of stopping, despite the fact that the international community is still calling on the parties, the warring parties, to come for a roundtable discussion to resolve the ongoing bloodshed through peaceful means.
All right, thank you very much, Giram Chala, reporting from Addis Ababa.